Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the ACT prep course from Princeton Review. I'm going to break down what features this course comes with, how the program is structured, and of course give you my thoughts on whether I think it's worth it. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Alright, so to kick things off, I just want to mention up front here that since I'll just be talking about high-level points today, if you find you need more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written review over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Princeton Review, ACT Review. It's a quick way to find it. Okay, so let's kick this off by quickly talking about Princeton Review's pricing and how they compare to other prep providers. So, Princeton Review has a ton of product offerings when it comes to the ACT. They've got like 7 or 8 different packages to choose from, which is way more than other ACT prep companies that we've reviewed. It's usually just like 1 or 2 options to choose from. But of all of those Princeton course formats, there's really just 3 main products: a self-paced course, a live online course, they call this their Essentials, and an ACT 31 Plus course. The self-paced course costs $300, the live online Essentials class, that one comes with a series of live classes, that costs $950, and the ACT 31 Plus, which guarantees a score of 31 or higher, that costs roughly $2,200. So stepping back, those price points make Princeton Review one of the more expensive prep options in the ACT prep industry. Their courses are not cheap, though they are more or less in line with other big-name prep companies like Kaplan and PrepExpert. However, one thing with Princeton Review that is definitely worth noting is that those prices that I just rattled off are full retail MSRP prices, and Princeton Review is almost always running some sort of deal or special promotion that should knock a couple $100s off, if not more. So do be sure to check for coupon codes before buying. In fact, I'll do my best to keep that description down below the video screen updated with the most current discount codes and deals that are floating around out there, so make sure to check that out and save yourself some coin if you decide to go with Princeton Review. Again, rarely should you have to pay full price with Princeton. Anyway, now that we've talked about pricing, let's next get into how the Princeton Review ACT course actually works and the features that you get before diving into my evaluation. So, at a high level, the Princeton Review ACT course is built around a personalized study plan and learning modules. When you enroll, they'll have you enter a bunch of data and take a diagnostic test. Then the program will generate a personalized study plan based on your strengths and weaknesses, as well as when you tell them you have free time to study. This schedule, of course, layers in your scheduled live classes if you're taking one of those packages with live online classes, and it tells you exactly what to study and when. Once you have that study plan, the actual material that you're going to be assigned comes mainly through those learning modules, which I mentioned. They call these study units. Each of these modules consists of 2 primary elements: a learn portion and a practice portion. The learn part of the unit contains the instructional work and is the meat and potatoes of your content review. It provides instruction on the topic being taught through a series of slides, a video lesson, and drills. This half of the module generally takes about 15 minutes to complete. Then the practice portion is more or less just what it sounds like. You get assigned practice problem sets that reinforce the material that you just learned, and it has you review your missed problems when you're done. And of course, beyond the learning modules, there's live classes, prep books, and a few other features. But as a high-level summary, that's how the Princeton Review ACT course works. It's nothing too complicated or crazy, just a heavy dose of instructional and practice work delivered in a number of ways. So now that you know how the course works, let's get into my specific thoughts in terms of what I like and don't like about this package. And the first major highlight for me is how Princeton Review actually structures their course. It's very streamlined and covers all the necessary material in a pretty efficient manner. As I mentioned, the study plan is personalized to you and links directly over to your assigned learning modules, so everything is very well integrated. Also, the live classes and homework assignments out of your prep books are all tied in. Basically, altogether, it's just a very smartly designed package that's well integrated and easy to follow. Then, the next major pro of this course for me was the series of video lessons. The Princeton video lectures are short, engaging, and deliver exactly what you need to know with nothing more, which is something I can't say for all other prep courses. Some prep companies' video lessons take like an hour, which is just way too much for a 17-year-old. So I like that Princeton Review keeps their video lessons short and sweet. Not to mention they have great production value as well. So definitely an advantage for Princeton Review. Next, I like the live classes. Not only are the lesson plans solid, but I also really like Princeton Review's instructors. They're all clearly longtime ACT tutors and instructors and do a great job communicating some tough concepts for teenagers. Plus, I like the way that they design their lesson plans. They're a nice balance of sample problems, straight instruction, and in-class practice time. And I know how important live classes are to a package, and I'm covering this topic pretty quickly. So if you do want to see a more detailed breakdown of exactly how these classes play out, again, be sure to check out that full detailed written review I mentioned. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I have more detail over there so you can get a better feel for what to expect. And by the way, if I could just say, we work really hard to produce honest and helpful reviews, all totally free. So if Princeton Review does end up being the right choice for you, we'd really appreciate it if you use those links listed down below in the description. That's how you can support our channel, and it allows us to keep creating these types of helpful review videos. Okay, so that covers what I like. Now let's get to the things that I wasn't crazy about. But before I get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free prep course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone out there is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description, but just know, it takes like 10 seconds to enter, and hey, you never know, you could win yourself a totally free Princeton Review ACT course. Anyway, to the cons. And my first negative is that while I think the text explanations that Princeton Review provides with their problems are solid, I think they're very thorough, I would like to see some video-based solutions added. That's the direction that other prep courses like Magoosh and Kaplan are going, so I'd like to see them add some more videos. Video, generally speaking, is a lot more effective at breaking down problems. Then, the second con I have is that the practice problem difficulty level is almost too hard at times. It just seemed like some of Princeton Review's problems are harder on average than the real ACT. When you're prepping, you generally want practice questions to as closely mirror the real thing as possible. Though I would just say if problems are going to be harder or easier, I'd prefer them on the more difficult side, as that can make test day feel a little easier if you've been working on harder material. And lastly, my final negative worth noting is live class length. I know I said I like Princeton Review's live classes, and I do, but some of the live class sessions are 3 hours long, and that is just a very long time to hold a teenager's attention. In my opinion, these classes should be closer to 2 hours. I think breaking the classes out into more sessions with shorter lengths would be better for engagement. But anyway, that about does it for this review, so let's get to my final verdict. Should you use Princeton Review to prep for the ACT? Personally, I think Princeton Review offers a very solid course. There's no doubt that their package is good. It's just a matter of whether they're worth the money. And it's a hard call. I do have some negatives with their course, like problem difficulty level, class lengths, and the lack of video solutions. But overall, there is clearly a lot more going for this course than not. I love the live class lesson plans and instructors. The online study materials are rock solid. The personalized study planner is great. And the sheer volume of resources you get is unreal. At the end of the day, I think if you're targeting a top tier score, Princeton Review is well worth it. If you're seeking an average to slightly above average score to get into a regional or lower tier school, then I think you could probably get away with a cheaper ACT package. But big picture, if you're trying to maximize your ACT score, you cannot go wrong with Princeton Review. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video is helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written review that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.